to Hannah's Inner Healing channel. My name is Hannah. The last time we took a look on what the effects of lack of a father to a boy child. Today we want to see how lack of a father affects the girl child. Welcome again. My name is Hannah Njeri and I have a background in Masters of Divinity in Pastoral Studies. I have a degree in Sociology and Politics and I have a certificate in Trauma Counseling. Welcome to the show. Last episode we discussed how important a father is to a child. We discussed that the father defines a child, the father gives value to a child, the father gives even motivation to a child, and also how a father relates to his children even affects their sexuality or how they are going to relate to people, the romantic part of a child. So this is very integral part of a child, and that's why the father is a very important figure in a child's life. And I had also said that in circumstances where a biological father is not in a child's life, you can always get a father figure who can mentor the child, and also the mother can try and also see even if she can use a pastor or a spiritual leader who can also play the father role to a child. I'm now going to my topic where I'm going to talk about the effects of not having a father to a girl child. Number one, the father is the first male that a girl relates to, and therefore the relationship that a girl sees or experiences with her father in seeking a father figure, ending up sometimes in abusive relationship with older men. They also end up looking for a father figure in men who they feel are strong, and these people sometimes might be in the gang culture. They might also feel that they want to relate with men who are macho, just to feel that father figure. Another thing that happens to a girl when she doesn't have a father figure is even she's not ambitious. She's not able to be ambitious. A father is the one who defines a child's, zeal, and even if a child will make it in life. A father really plays that role where she can mold the girl to either be someone who will be out there, to achieve. And studies have shown that many girls who lacked father figure at times, they are either overachievers or also underachievers, whereby they want to prove themselves or at the same time they want to not make it in life. Another thing that happens to a girl child who didn't grow up with a father is they can end up promiscuous because they are looking for love from a man, the love of a father. And at times when they go to look for this love from men, the only thing some of these men are going to think about is sex. The girl has to know that not every man who gives her a listening ear can actually be a father figure to her. And that's why it's important for you to know what is it in you that is ailing you so that you can be able to get the right solutions for you. Another thing that happens to a girl child in case when they don't have a father figure is they become wounded on the inside. And this wound can grow up to cause them even not to desire being in a marriage. So you find that they just want to have kids, but to raise them on their own. And all this is pegged down to a father figure or lack of a father figure. Some of these girls end up to be also outspoken because they want also attention from people, from men. So they'll be the outspoken and the loud girls, they look like they don't care, but deep inside, they're very sensitive and they care. So that's also another thing that happens to a girl who has no father figure in her life. Another way a girl is affected by not having a father figure is when they have sons, they end up either not wanting to expose them to men or for them to have a father figure because of the negative father effect they had in their life. So they want to deny the child, their children, a father figure because they didn't have a father figure. Another way a girl is affected, the father figure, is they start seeing all men as, evil. So even if a man is trying to marry her or woo her, she will always now see, even if maybe he fails to call or answer a message, she amplifies these mistakes. She amplifies them because of the wound in her. It's like she projects that anger she's feeling inside for men to these men. And so when a man does a small mistake, it's made to feel like it's a big thing that he has done to her. And the man is shocked, like, I thought this was just a minor thing, but it's the projection of the pain she has that she's projecting to this other man. A father, like I said, defines a child. So if the girl is not defined by the father, even if she's in a relationship, she will be insecure. She will never feel that she has enough love from this man. And so she will always tell this man, I want you to prove your love. I want you to prove your love. And because of that, this man will also get tired. And at some point, he will break off from her because he will be tired of being, dragged down or being demanded to show love all the time. Do you love me? Do you love me? And he will feel like this woman is doubting her all the time. And also because of the projection she's giving to him, she will not trust. She will not trust easily because she did not see that father figure being molded to her of trust. She will have a negative view of men and she will not be able to trust a man easily. And that is what is happening to our society today, where you find many women want to raise children by themselves. When you look deeply at some of these women, they were hurt in childhood. And so every relationship they have becomes a place of hurt for them. And also, girls who go through an abusive father also tend to attract abusers. So you find that the men who come into your life are either controllers, the men who come into your life are either abusers. So your relationships are always a roller coaster ride, roller coaster ride, roller coaster ride. And so this relationship end up affecting this girl. And she's not able, to sustain, these relationships that are coming into her life. Another thing is, the patience level of this girl is also depleted, you find, because her father was never there. She will always be short-tempered with men. And also it's a projection of what she's feeling inside. So she would not even be patient with this man. She would not want to. And at times she'd want to control the man. Because she grew up with a strong mother figure. She wants to control the man. And so many men, because they are created to be leaders, will feel that as an attack to ego or malehood. And therefore run away from this situation. And that's why I always emphasize, it's very important that there is balance in a child's life. Let the mother figure be modeled to a child. Let the father figure be modeled to a child, so that this child will be balanced well, socially, physically, psychologically, and even emotionally, so that this child can also be functional. And that's why a father role is important. And you realize now in society, the father figure is the cause and the root cause of many of the ills that are happening in society. Many of the boys who are unfathered go to crime. Many of the girls who are unfathered get themselves into prostitution or other things. Many of those people are not able to sustain marriages. And it's important, when before you marry anyone, check their background. Have they healed from some of this background? Check their background, where they come from. Check their family tree, where they come from. And see some of the patterns that have been, going on in this generation, in their generation. So that you can be able to find out where your partner is and how you can help each other to heal. Because people heal. For you to heal from a father wound, number one, you can accept that a father wound has affected you. Many times people don't accept that they have a problem. Accept that the father wound has affected you. Number two, look for a counselor, and especially if it's a male figure, who can speak to your life, who can help you heal this wound. Or a leader, it could be also a pastor, who can walk with you through the journey of healing. I thank God that most of the mentors God gave me in my life were male figures, because I needed that father figure wound to heal. And they helped me through the journey of healing. And I really thank God that I went through that. So not all men are bad. You'll find men who are nurturers. They nurtured me. They gave me strength. So the same with you. Look for a father figure who can be positive in your life and can speak into your life. Another thing you can do is accept yourself. Accept the situation that which you grew up with, the environment. And appreciate that your mother was there for you. And also, tell God to heal you of any pain and bitterness that you went through in your life that causes you to lash out at men, to call men dogs. Because when God created the world, He created both men and women to come together and support each other in this world, not just in marriage. But you will have to relate with men in the workplace. You will have to relate with men in the social places. You'll have to relate with men in every sphere of your life. So it's important for you to heal that father wound, so that you also don't go hurting people or getting hurt by other people because of the wound that you're carrying deep on the inside. And once you're able to have even a social, that way I was saying that people should have a SWOT analysis of themselves. Your strength, your weaknesses, your opportunities, your threats. Do a SWOT analysis for yourself and see where you're lacking and see where you can improve yourself. Because once you heal the father wound, it will not even affect your children or how you relate to your husband. As your husband is coming into your life, don't give him the burden to fulfill a role of a father, and maybe he's not cut out to fulfill that role in your life as a father. It's true that men should know that when you're marrying a woman, you're also modeling a father figure to her. Men should know. But for a woman, if you're wounded, don't expect the man to play the role of a father you lacked when you're in childhood. So you need to work on that issue by yourself and by God's help through some of the methods I've mentioned above. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and I hope that most of you have been helped. Please like, share, subscribe, and you can also, leave your comments in our comments section. Or even if you have questions and answers, or if you want to share about your life issue and how this video has touched you, feel free to do so.